ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं तस्यमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं गगनसदृशं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुः विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। Today we are taking the 45th stanza of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6. Stanza is like that. प्रयत्नादत्तस्मानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्मिषः अनेक जन्म संसिद्धिस्ततो याति परां गतिम्। प्रयत्नात् यतमानः तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्मिषः अनेक जन्म संसिद्धि ततः याति परां गतिम्। Prayatnat, it means by the efforts, great efforts. Tu, it means but Vartamanaha, it means Yatmanaha, it means the person who is doing meditation practices for the liberation. Yogi, it means that the person who is reached in the destination. Aneka Janma Sansiddhi, it means this result gained by many previous birth, hard work. Sansuddha Kilmisha, it means the person become absolutely pure. Tataha, then that at once, at that time, Param Gatim, it means the last destination of his. All the lives came. Yati, it means get. So, a person who is doing the spiritual practices from different to many lives, by these practices, the accumulation of the purity in his heart, soul and mind, that purity and peace, when comes in the peak of absolutely, the person become absolutely pure without any sin. And that person, when he become absolutely pure, at once he get the liberation, at once he get the supreme enlightenment, Atma Sakshatkara. That is the meaning of this stanza. My dear friends, the master of unlimited millions of galaxy, Lord Krishna, who is the only and only installation and the base of the universe is. He is telling that ultimate truth to the Arjuna for the seekers all over the world for the thousands and thousands years coming future. If the rigid person or the person who are non-believer in the Krishna's teaching, or a person who is the full of hate with the Hinduism, or a person, they are no need to know this knowledge. They do not want to make attention on this side. That is not mistake of the Lord Krishna's love and light, or that is not the mistake of the existence God. Some person asking me, the Master, why the life face in the painful condition or adverse condition, why the sorrows comes in the life of bhaktas or the life of seekers. But there is one fundamental mistake in this question, because all pains and sorrows and adverse condition are hypothetical illusion. They not create by Maya, but they create by your dark mind, because you are do not knowing the God's light. You are living in the dark like a sleep. You are seeing the dreams. So in the dreams, you are helpless. Any dreams can cut your consciousness and flow in its direction. When you see the dreams of fear, you can easily caught in the fearful condition. When you seeing the dreams of fighting, you are feel the anger in your dream. When you see the dream of care, you should feel the carefulness to others, mercy, love, fear, insecurity, many things we feel by only on illusion. God is not so cruel. He do not give anything bad to anyone in this world, because God is the presence of the light as a sun. God is a totally impartial person, not person. God is totally impartial presence. Like the sun arise, He do not give the instruction to anyone what must we do and what must not do. So that person, they feel that God is giving us pain, God is giving us disturbance, God giving us unpleasant condition. They are wrong. They should think about that God is not non-doer. If the seeker, which is coming in the path of the liberation, the first thing Master teach him, that is the Sakshi. It means you must stand in the non-doing condition. Only you must stand in the watching condition. You should become a watcher, witness. So why the God may be doer? So the fundamental mistake is ours, that we think that God is doer. God is not doer. So in this path, when a person do efforts in the before several lives, he accumulate a little bit peace, and the peace is conserved in his subconscious mind or the micro body, that the habit will be made to live in the peace. A person who is the habitual to live in a particular type of life, he always used to comfortable in that life. I remember a joke. A person who was a TT, it means the train ticket checker. He always travel in the train and train shake. Every seat train shake like shiki. So when he comes in the home, he made a bed like a train shake, and when he was to sleep, he ready to sleep. He ordered to his children and wife, please shake my seat, shake my bed like the train movement, then I can sleep. When a conductor of a bus conductor, he is very habitually and used to write in the shaky condition. So when he was sitting in his home and his neighbor come, please write down my letter to my daughter, because the neighbor was illiterate. So conductor say, oh yes, I will write, but you should catch my both shoulder, so that neighbor catches both shoulder. And he say, now you shake my both shoulder, because I cannot write in stable condition. I only write in the moving bus. So this is two jokes are two examples. When you are not make your habit to sit in peaceful condition. You never like peace, you like unpleasant condition, and your mind invite every time unpeaceful conditions, like that TT or like that bus conductor. So the Krishna is saying, when you do the efforts towards the peace, when you do the efforts toward the enlightenment, or you do the meditation of Sakshi, that meditation of Sakshi come in the force of your life, and unfortunately, if your body is collapsed, then that impression goes in your micro body. In the next birth you do this practice also. When all the births, previous births, you do the practice like this, then the absolute peace will be accumulated and the purification process will be complete. My particular disciple asked me, Guruji, I want to see my previous birth. It is not too hard to do, it is very easy. But you think that you are doing in this birth this type of highest class sadhana, highest class of spiritual practice, it proves that you are the human being in your last birth. You are not animal, you are not cattle, you are not bird. Because when these stages come, there should be need many human births before. Person will not believe. But a disciple, I don't disclose the name, he was 122 birth taken in a human life. Then he come in this sadhana. So the foundation of the liberation and Atma Sakshatkara is very deep. You know, when you want to make a multi-story building, 50 floors, 80 floors, the building demand a very nice foundation and very strong RCC work and very strong steel. rods. So, this is the highest building of spirituality. And if you want to go the peak of the enlightenment, when you desire to go the peak of enlightenment, and there is very strong desire and you want, and anyhow I will achieve, I will stand in the last stage of the liberation. It proves that your previous lives is very nice. Nobody can think to purchase a most precious diamond which has value the millions and billions rupees. Only that person can purchase that he has some money like this. So if you are come in the path and you decide to liberate yourself from the death and birth cycle, it automatically proves that your previous lives is very good, was very good. So that Krishna is telling in this stanza, Prapannata, it means if you want to do very hard effort to know the internal presence of the God existence, then you must be investigate inside of you. That is the internal investigation process. That is the internal discovery of yourself. So, when you do this internal discovery of yourself, it is a very, very good destroyer of sins. Because when you enlight a lamp, the light of lamp is very fine medium to destroy the darkness of that place. So, a person feel that he is sinner or he is non-sinner, that both are comes from the ignorance of your real presence inside God. If you do not know yourself, you can easily think that you are sinner or non-sinner or pure or impure. So, the all sins root is the doing or the doer or the taker, karta or bhokta. If you are living in the karta and bhokta, it proves that you are living in the dark and the deep sleep. That is called the sleep of ignorance, the sleep of maya, the sleep of illusion, the sleep of dark, lack of knowledge, lack of divinity, lack of spirituality. So, often the masters pressurize or empathize that they say you must be awake. The awaking is a technical term of enlightenment. The 100% awaking or 100% awareness. The awareness and awaking is the similar word. So, even a person do not know that what will be happen after he awoke, because he never any experience of awareness. the thousand and millions of lives he is living like a sleepy person. He born in the sleep, he live in the sleep, and he die in the sleep. So there is nothing to experience he has to awaken. But Master Krishna is saying in this stanza that by grace of the Master, if you awake by the sleep of this ignorance, illusion, that the same time you will achieve the last destination of the all spiritual aim of the all knowing or unknowing your divine norms. As an example I want to give. A 15,000 million years, a cave was in the dark, and by chance a person invent that cave and goes there with a battery light, and the light is, he blow that powerful light in that cave. At once the dark goes. At once, the same time, the simultaneously. So this example we should put in your lives. When you awake or when you get the Atma Sakshatkara, at once you take the Param Gati, the last destination of the spiritual norms. Because in your subconscious mind there are the several helping sanskaras accumulated to help you. Every birth give you some impressions in your subconscious mind. Even if you are going in the crime, that the sanskara will help you to do that crime also. Who teach the dog? The dog, there is no school to teach the dog. You bring a puppy of the dog in your home, and after 4 months you see that dog is showing the particular things. He is digging by both hands the earth. The dog pull upward his leg, and many habit you can see. There is no school of dog and birds and other animals. Their habit will comes by their specific body's practices. So the deep thing is that you have some specified impressions in your subconscious mind, and when you comes to the master, a master only do one thing. He work like a catalyst, and he awake your that impressions of spiritual practices you have done in your previous life. So when the many births is very helpful, they put the helping practices in your subconscious mind, then a final birth, when the master and your frequency comes together, and your thirst and your efforts and your purity and your love and your concrete decision to be a liberate soul, to be a Atma Sakshatkari, to be a Jivan Mukta. So, there's impressions or their sanskara, they push you to the Param Gati, to the last destination. They are very helpful. So that is the duty of a human that even he do not success, do not care, but he do some efforts toward the God's knowing the God, knowing him internal presence of existence. He should do this. Do not care that he will successful or not successful. This is your duty, that you know yourself. You do as you can. So, if you are a very lucky person and you get the master, and the master accept you in his priority, then you will be get liberation. You will be get Atma Sakshatkara. Even the God is presence everywhere. The God is omnipresence, but if you praying the God, if you love the God, if you calling the God, even God is not man, but if there is a secret system, he will send a master to you. He will provide you a great master. It is a secret system, because the Kabir says that if you bring a bell and put in the feet of ant, and when the ant walk, and that very micro bell will make the sound, then the existence hear that also. It is the example. If you have a slightly love with the God knows. But if you have the great love with the God and you want to know your internal existence, you want to submerge into the God, you want to liberate yourself, you want to break your illusion, you want to awake from the sleep, you want to break your dreams, you want to become a pure soul, absolute pure soul, then the God, existence, the Almighty, the omnipresence God provide you a right master in the right time. It may be possible that you can be fail, but your failure is also your achievement. Because even you fail, God will provide you the next step from this failure stage. Your anything will not be waste, will not be destroyed, will not be dissolved. So, my dear friends, if you do not know any meditation, you should love the God. It is also good, because if you are dying in the hunger and there is no hope to live without food, then it is good that you can beg the food from your neighbor. So my master says कि भूखों मरने से भीख मांग लेना अच्छा है. So if you do not know any practices of spiritual highest practices, then you do prayer. Prayer is good then. If you do not know, you do not have the master, then prayer is good. You should do prayer. Because the prayer can also send your message to Almighty God, and He will provide you in this birth or the next birth the real Master Sadguru. So, somebody, they are chanting the mantras or doing the prayers, do not disturb them. Among of them, if anyone is coming to this stage, he is able, so he can come to me, come to Master. Otherwise, it is very difficult to come near enlightened Master. It is only the grace of God. This is the highest grace of the God. If you are coming to the enlightened Master. So that this stanza is saying about this, that aneka janma sansiddhi, then many birth you can success in this path, yato yam param gati. So you can reach this last destination. The param, it means the highest, gatim, it means the stage, the last highest stage. You can reach after many births. So my dear friends, this is the path for the highest persons of this world. This is the last words telling in the last manner for the last destination of spiritual science. My words, this discourse, they are only useful. Those persons, they are born for liberation. So never hope that millions person will come to me. Never. Only few persons will come to me, because I am the master of last birth person. I am the master for them. They are come for liberation. They are ripe. They are reaching the last stage of this liberation, of this highest knowledge. So, this is the University of Enlightenment, not University of Science, Physiology, Anatomy, Social Science, Languages. No. This is the University of Enlightenment. Only those persons can come here. They have decided by the God's mercy that they have last birth, and God welcoming them to spread His both arm. And when they touch this last stage, they will be transformed into the God's energy. They will never born, they will never die. So my dear friends, please excuse me that I am telling this truth. I am not general person's master. I am a master of those persons. They want to become Paramhansas. They want to become last liberated person. Thank you very much.